Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am definitely enjoying myself. As you can see, I am not in Orlando. I am still in Oklahoma City, visiting my mom and my dad and my little brothers. Haven't been with them as a whole, with all of us together in a while. So this was nice to do. But last night, I got a email right after my live show basically asking why do I like cruising so much. And I started to answer, but you know how sometimes people ask, how you doing? And you just give a brief answer, which is typically good, great, whatever. And that's typically not the true answer. So I didn't want to give like a vague answer and just put it off. So I decided to make this little video to share it with all. So, to give a little back history, going right into it, as a child, my mom and my dad did a ton to make sure that me and my two little brothers were taken care of. So when it came to needs, we had it. When it came to wants, if it was reasonable, we got it. So, like all through high school, middle school, I played sports from literally being a little boy. And all that, as we know, is a want, and sports are not cheap. So, and then dealing with three boys, my mom and my dad basically, they worked their tails off to make sure that we were taken care of. So, and as a child, I didn't really understand that. And, as they would always say, like, this is expensive, da-da-da. But until you become an adult, you don't really understand what that meant. And then also my mom and dad did what they could to make sure that we still had a good time. We still had the extra and stuff like that. They worked, like I said, they worked their tails off to make sure that they provided us with with great resources for us to grow up on and use for ourselves. But anyway, using that, that was kind of like the basis of my answer for why do I like cruising so much. Because we didn't vacation a lot. We did a bunch. We went to Six Flags, was a common place, the one in Chicago. As you know, I'm from that area, not really Chicago, but I'm from that area. So Six Flags was definitely like a vacation for us. And so now as an adult, the way my mom and dad brought us up, it taught me that, yeah, you got to take care of business. You got to take care of the necessities, but mental health is definitely a thing. And you need to give yourself that break away from life, I guess you would say. Especially nowadays, you see it almost, it seems like every month there's something spread out on the news about, a mass shooting, this or that, whatever. And that all surrounds mental health. And if you are not sane here because you're stuck in your day-to-day, you don't give yourself that break, it can take a toll on you. And whether that's self-inflicted or, put to the efforts towards harming or doing something else to somebody else, mentally or physically, whatever. So that's what cruising is to me. It gives me that break. I work my tail off for work. I got a lot of projects that I work on outside of work. So a lot of my day-to-day from sun up to sundown is all about what can I do for tomorrow? What can I grow? How can I make the next day better and stuff like that? And I'll tell you this, it takes a toll. Sometimes I am just mentally flustered. So cruising gives me that break. It gives me that mental peace. It gives me that whatever you want to call that moment. That's what cruising does to me. I love to interact with people. I love to meet new people. I love to try new things. I love to just be adventurous. And cruising is just one of those vacations that I've seen so far that gives me that. I'm able to try new food that I've never tried before without having to spend the extra money to try it. I'm able to meet new people, interact with them, whether it's just talking or like the little games that they do around the ship, excursions, things like that. I'm able to learn about. In school, I wasn't paying attention in a lot of my classes, so I get to learn about like history and geography and stuff like that. And it's also, the things that I did learn in school about geography and science and whatever the case was, it's also great to see those different things in action. To go see, Mayan ruins and stuff like that and learn the history of it. Those things are awesome. The books don't solve that problem as far as like really truly getting to understand it. And I'm not a book learner at all. So going to actually be able to see these different places, learn culture, stuff like that is awesome for me. I do like land vacations. I'm not going to say I don't, but cruising is just one of those places where in most cases it is, for the most part, more inclusive than land vacations. I do have some plans on the books for land vacations. So those will be on the channel. Maybe, I think I have one planned this year, but those will be present too. But to answer the question, that's what cruising does for me. It gives me that break, that aha moment, the bit of relax, and allows me to basically restart, think deeper, get to know myself a little bit more. And we all need that. So if you don't have that, you need to find what gives you that. Whether it's a vacation, whether it's writing, whether it's doing whatever, using your talents. In high school, my break from, the regular life was sports and getting into technology, even though I kind of let both of those go. But that was my break. That was my break from the regular life. I grew up in a place where it wasn't easy to grow up because of distractions and just adults being adults, not in the best atmospheres. So, yeah, find whatever gives you that break. That's what cruising does for me. It gives me the separation from regular life. It allows me to restart. So whatever gives you your break, I want you to put it in the comments. And I want you to do another thing. But this thing is going to be an all-year thing. For the next year, for 2023, whatever you put in the comments to say that this gives me my mental peace, this gives me my break from life, this gives me everything that I know to be great, I want you to focus on that. Put that as priority one. One thing that a good friend told me is that working your job and breaking your back for these people is not going to give me peace. It's not going to, we work, we get paid. Money comes, money goes. But you also need your mental health. And you also need to do things that make you feel great on the inside. And one thing that this channel has actually really done for me is it always gives me a smile. So whatever gives you your peace, whatever you put in the comments as your breath of fresh air, I want you to focus on that. Put that as your main priority. Yeah, and we'll go through this together throughout this next year. I'll see you guys later. It is time for me to go. I'm about to go meet some more family and get to eat. We all know that I love to eat. So I'm about to go meet some family, and I will see you guys later. Again, last night, if you missed the live show, then you did miss a $1,000 giveaway to Premier Oasis. We did we did a $1,100 gift cards for Premier Oasis, which is my travel agency. So if you don't have a travel agent, hit me up. My email is agibson@premieroasis.com. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can watch my journey as I find my peace and what makes me happy. And I want you all to share with me what makes you happy. See you in 2023. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bye.